Iran has unveiled a new and highly advanced type of underwater missile, showcasing it as a game-changing addition to its naval arsenal. According to Tehran's defense officials, the new missile can be launched from beneath the water's surface and is capable of traveling at a speed of 100 meters per second. Responding to Washington's latest warnings, Tehran declared that if US forces or allies target any Iranian port, then all ports and maritime infrastructure across the Persian Gulf will immediately become military targets. Meanwhile, multiple reports have emerged of attacks on at least 6 commercial vessels transiting through the Strait of Hormuz and the wider Persian Gulf. Just days after Iran's president publicly apologized for missile strikes that had mistakenly targeted Arab civilians, a new wave of US threats has forced Tehran into a dramatic U-turn, reigniting hostilities across the Persian Gulf. In a sharp response, Iran has now warned that every port and major economic center throughout the Persian Gulf could soon become a target if Washington dares to escalate its military campaign any further. Iranian officials made it clear that this latest warning comes directly in retaliation to the United States' threat to strike Iranian civilian ports, expanding the scope beyond strictly military facilities. Meanwhile, senior Iranian military spokesman Brigadier General Abolfazl Sherkachi dismissed US claims that American operations had left several Iranian vessels stranded at sea, calling the allegations false propaganda meant to distort the situation. The senior spokesman said, quote, "If the US follows through with its threat against Iran's ports, there will definitely be no port of economic center or location in the Persian Gulf that could remain beyond our reach. They will be struck as legitimate targets. We consider this news 100% wrong, and it is a lie. The Iranian armed forces are standing powerfully, and if necessary, we will carry out operations heavier than those we have carried out so far," unquote. In continuation of these developments, the deputy commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, has hinted at the unveiling of a powerful new underwater missile system, suggesting that Iran's military technology has entered an advanced new phase. According to Rear Admiral Ali Fadavi, the weapon is designed to be launched from beneath the surface and travels through the water at an extraordinary speed of 100 meters per second, a claim that underscores Iran's growing emphasis on naval deterrence. Meanwhile, in Washington, the Trump administration is coming under mounting pressure as energy prices continue to surge, driven both by the conflict's impact on global oil routes and by the uncertainty rippling through the Persian Gulf. Commercial shipping has effectively ground to a complete standstill in the Strait of Hormuz, as escalating military tensions and repeated attacks have turned one of the world's most vital waterways into a dangerous conflict zone. Reports confirm that at least 6 merchant vessels came under attack in both the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz between March 11th and 12th, halting traffic and sending insurance costs for regional shipping to unprecedented highs. The Strait of Hormuz, located off Iran's southern coast, is a narrow but strategic choke point that handles nearly 1/5 of the world's total oil consumption, making it a critical artery of the global energy market. Beyond crude oil, the strait also carries about 20 to 25% of the world's liquefied natural gas exports, most of which originate from neighboring Qatar and supply Asia's growing demand. More than 80% of the oil shipped through the Hormuz Strait is destined for major Asian economies such as China, India, Japan, and South Korea, underscoring the region's deep dependence on its uninterrupted flow. On March 9th, US President Donald Trump issued a stern warning to Tehran, cautioning Iran against obstructing or targeting oil tankers linked to Western companies and allies passing through the narrow strait. That warning followed a sudden spike in global oil prices, which briefly surged to their highest level since 2022 amid fears that a wider conflict could choke off international energy supplies. The following day, on March 10th, the US military announced it had destroyed 16 Iranian mine-laying vessels believed to be operating dangerously close to the Strait of Hormuz, in an effort to secure the shipping lanes. The American operation came after intelligence reports and leaked sources indicated that Iran had begun placing naval mines in the strait, a move seen as preparation to block critical trade routes. Meanwhile, simultaneous missile and drone strikes on key oil and gas facilities in the region are further crippling global supply chains, intensifying the energy crisis as the war shows no sign of slowing.